guys, my name is Lindy. 안녕하세요 여러분, 전 Lindy라고 합니다. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to dance Woo Seok's Red Moon. So to begin, you're going to be seeing a screen now that has the times for everything. So if you just want to go to the end and watch it with counts or go to a specific part, you can do that. I'll also put the times in the description box down below. So while at first the first and second chorus seem the same, if you look, there's actually some slight differences. So the hand coming out here and grabbing the shirt, across the board on different fan cams, he does them differently. Then the hand up here is also always different. And then when he starts the hips, that's also a difference. So I'll be teaching you the second chorus because I like the timing better. And if you're doing it solo anyway, it doesn't really matter because you're just going to end up looking like yourself. Cool, so to begin, I'll just show you in time and then we'll break it down. So it'll be perderte, 널 느껴. Ooh, na 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 na, hit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 숨이 차오르는 red light. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 하나 가진 두 그림자. Yeah. So for this next part, it's not going to be on any counts because what's happening in the music is what's called a ritardando, which means that the tempo is slowing down and you can't follow the beats. But if you listen to the lyrics, they're going to be saying perderte, 널 느껴. And so on the n of 느껴 is when your hand is going to grab your throat and then you're going to turn your head on the 겨, and then you'll hear an oo in the background, and that's when you start the claw thing. So if you show you, it'll look like this. It'll be n of 느껴, you grab your throat just with your right hand. Then on 겨, if the ceiling is a clock, you're going to be going counterclockwise. And then you're going to hear a oo in the background, and your hand's going to come out in a claw. It's going to come out and then kind of come back to your chin to rebound back out again. And it's going to hit on the o and come out. So it'll look like 널 느껴, oo, na 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 na. Yeah. And so for the next part, on the nanas, it'll be on the last set of nanas. You're going to hear na 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 na. And then on the first na of this last set, you're going to grab your shirt with your left hand. You're going to open it up. And as you open it up, you're going to pop your chest out just like that. Good. So you're going to open, and then you're going to take your claw and hit your chest back and concave it back in. And then you bring your shirt forward. So from the front, it'll look like ooh, na 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 na, hit, just like that. And you're gonna really concave your chest. Good. So if we do it together with the hands one time from the top, it's just going to look like 느껴, ooh, na 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 na, hit. Good. And so now with the feet, if you look from the front, what the feet are doing is you're gonna be pressing up onto your toes, lifting your heel, and then you're going to be rocking back and forth. And so it's a little different than just normal hip rocks. What you're going to do, you're going to press off of your toe, lifting your heel, keeping the leg straight. Then you're going to shift your hips with your toe still up off the ground, then lower down your heel. Then you're going to switch, press off the toe so that the heel is up off the ground. Shift your hips to the right now, keeping the heel up, and then you're going to lower down that heel. Then you're just going to do the same thing. So lift, press, lower, lift, press, lower, and you're just going to be doing that to rock back and forth, really trying to keep it controlled and not letting yourself fall, but really controlling the movement down by keeping your legs straight and pressing to the ground. So from the side, it's going to look like ooh, na 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 na, hit, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Yeah. So just going to be rocking back and forth, starting with your left foot. After you hit, that's going to kind of initiate your left foot to start rocking back and forth. Good, just like that. So for the hands, what the hands are doing, so after you ooh, na 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 na, hit, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're going to start coming down. So if you look from the front, it's going to look like hit, and then they're going to 2, and then 3, they just stay the same. Then on the 4, your left hand comes down to your waist, and then your right hand's going to come across your chest and then come back down to the waist when your right foot comes down for the 5. Good. And if you do it one more time, it's just going to be hit, 2, 3, 4, 5. And your hands are just coming down on the 4 and the 5. Good, so back from the normal pose, it's going to look like after you 널 느껴 우, na, 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 hit 2, 3, left hand down 4, right hand down 5. Good. So moving on, after that you're just going to walk forward. So take a step with your left, and then when you take a step with the right, hit up your head with your right hand, and then you're just going to take another step with the left before you scoop down with your right hand scooping down and lunging out to the left. So your hand's just going to come down almost like you're doing a swimming stroke or something, or scooping a big bowl of ice cream, and then your left foot is just going to press out with your body weight on your left foot and lunging, bending your legs. Good. So that's just going to look like after you do your rocking down, ooh, you hit 2, 3, hand down 4, hand down 5, walk left, right, left, and then scoop. And then you're going to be moving on. Good. So moving on, what we're going to be doing, you're going to, after you scoop, you're going to be having your fingers come to your chest. Your gaze is going to be forward, not looking down or anything. And your body, if you look from the side, so you're going to be doing a body roll, but you're just going to be moving your upper half. So you're going to be pressing out first with the chest, then follow with your belly, and then your pelvis. And it's going to follow when your hands come crawling down. So if you look from the front, it's going to be roll down. I know it's kind of hard to see with my clothes, but keep your legs straight and don't really follow through with that, just the upper body. So the fingers, have your fingers pointed down. Make sure your elbows pointed really high up, and you're going to crawl down to your pelvis where you're going to grab your belt buckle. Good. So when Woo Seok does it, he actually crawls down and then he reaches for the right side, kind of right next to his belt buckle. But if you look at all the background dancers, they just crawl down straight through the middle and then grab the belt buckle in the middle. So you can pick whichever you like. Good. So after we scoop, crawl down, 2, 3, you grab. And then moving on, we're going to be starting with the hips. You're going to be hitting to the left first, and then you're going to be hitting to the right, and then back, left, right. Yeah, and this is the part where it's different between the two choruses, and I'm doing the second one, and he does 4 of them. So you're just going to keep your heels on the ground, bend your leg, and then you're going to use that to go back and forth. So it's different from your hips from earlier. So from the side, I'm just going to move my shirt so you can see it a little bit better. So after you've done the body roll, looking at your legs, you keep them bent and your heels on the ground while you move your hips back and forth. Good, so doing that one more time, we're just going to go after you did the hit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to do the hips. Good. So moving on, you're going to be doing the hands. They're going to go straight out to either side with the palms facing downwards. Then your left hand's going to come in and kind of make a 45-degree angle with your right arm parallel with the ground facing downwards. So after that, you're going to bring your left hand down to your hand, and then you're going to kind of circle with your elbows to the left, and then circle with your elbows to the right. So you're going to just do that. Good, so moving on. So after you've done with the hands, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7. So those are just the hands. What the feet are doing. So when your hands come out, your feet just stay there. Then when they come in, you're going to bring your left foot behind your right foot. And then when you do your first circle to the left, you're not going to be moving your feet at all. But when you go to the right, you're going to bring your right foot, sweep it around, keeping most of your weight on the left foot, just letting your right toe touch the ground. Good, so that's just going to look like for the feet, you're going to sweep it around, keeping all your body weight on the left foot. And you're just going to follow your elbow and your feet. Good, so that's going to look like, altogether it'll be from the 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. Yeah, and then move on. Good. So after you've set, moving on, from here, when your feet are back, you're going to take your hands, grab luggage, and then pull it up. So your elbows are going to hit 90 degrees, and as you pull your arms up, you're going to pull up your right heel as well. So they're going to look like hands hit to the left, then right, pick up your foot. Good. And moving on, after they pick it up, your hands are going to come to the front and cross, and your right foot is just going to come up in front of your left foot, placing down. Then your body's going to be facing the left. Good. So after that, you're then going to be hitting your hands and fists down and taking a few steps backwards, and I'll explain that in a sec. Good. So we're just going to do it again, starting from the crawls downwards, okay? So it'll be 1, 2, grab 3, 4, and 5, 6 and 7, 8, and then yeah. So moving on, so what you're going to be doing with your hands, you're going to hit with your little sinews facing backwards, and your arms are just going to be really strong and hit kind of keeping your elbows at 90 degrees. And when you hit your hands down on either side of your hips, so it looks like this from the front, hitting down next to your hips, when you hit, it's going to initiate your legs to sweep back behind your other leg and then take some small steps backwards. Yeah, so it's just going to be after you taking the hit, your right foot is going to come behind your left and just take a few small steps. It doesn't really matter how many. Again, so hit, then you're going to, as you do that, you're going to keep your chest kind of down, and then when your right foot comes around, it's going to start your chest rolling upwards so that you're standing up straight again. And this is another just the upper half of the body, so you're going to push out with your chest before you come up with the rest. So one more time, it'll be hit, bringing up your chest and taking small steps backwards. Good, so moving on, so your hands, you're going to be leading with your wrists, and your hands are going to push out to the right, and then as you do that, you're going to bring up your left leg with your hands and crunch your body, and your body's going to be facing the right. Then after that, you're going to take your hands, your right hand is going to push towards the ground, and your left hand is going to be palm at the chest, pulling your chest to the left. And your left elbow will be up at the shoulders. So it's going to be, after you do that, you're going to pull. Good. So the hands are just pushing and then pulling. So with the leg, when your left hand comes out with the chest, you're just going to be leaning up on your left toe, putting your body pressure on the left side. Then you're going to switch your hands so that the back of your right hand is up towards your chest and your left hand is pushing towards the ground. And then you're going to bring your left hand up so that it's touching the back of your right hand and your left foot comes behind your right foot. Good, so doing that one more time, that's just going to look like after you hit backwards, hands push to the right, pull left, bring it down, and then touch the back of your right hand. Good, and so when you have your right arm up and your left hand down, you're also going to be kind of leaning downwards. And then when you bring your left hand up and your left leg back, you're going to kind of raise up, straightening your right leg. Good, so moving on, your left arm is going to come out with your left leg as you lunge to the left. Then you're going to take your left arm and bring it up above your head as you bring in your left leg. And then that's going to be starting for the ponies as your hands come down. Good, so let's move on to doing it just from the hits, okay? So it'll be hit and 2 and 3 and 4 and then on the 5 you're going to be starting your ponies downwards. Good, so let's do it one more time starting from the crawls. So it'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and then 5. So you're going to start the ponies. Good. So moving on. So after your hands come up, you're going to be doing ponies with your legs. So what that is, you're just going to be falling back onto your left foot and then bringing up your right leg bent up with your foot flat. So it'll be press off of your left toe, heel up, fall back onto your left heel, bringing up your left leg, press up off of your left foot, and then you're going to, one more time, just fall onto your left foot, bringing up your right knee. So that's just going to be what the ponies are. And as you do that, you can kind of crunch your body a little bit. So if you look from the front with the hands too, as you're doing the pony, your hands are just going to be pointed downwards. Straight out front, it's just going to come down. So it'll be coming down with the ponies, just a slow, steady speed. So what the chest is doing when you do these ponies, it's going to be doing a body roll as you do it. So kind of like how we did before the body roll, just chest and then all the way to the pelvis. You're going to be pressing out your body and then kind of finish by picking up your right leg. So it's kind of like you press out with your chest, finish with your leg. Out with the chest, finish with the leg. So that's just going to be as you do the ponies, roll, and yeah, so you're just going to roll as you do the ponies. Good, so we're going to be doing it one more time from the hits. Good, so it's going to be hit, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, and then yeah. So moving on, so after you've done your ponies for the 5, 6, you're going to just take your left leg, kick it up front, and then when you land your feet, both of them are going to be out at shoulder width apart. So what the hands are going to be doing at that part, they're now next going to hit from side to side. You're going to be doing kind of like waves. So you're going to be starting by hitting your elbows, then you're going to hit your wrists to the right, and then moving my hands so you can see, moving my sleeves back. Yeah, so then you're going to do elbows, wrists, following with the hands, elbows, wrists, hands. Yeah, so you're just hitting from side to side. And as you do that, keeping your body weight on your toes, you're going to hit your heels to the right with your hands, and then you're going to move your heels to the left with your hands. So you're going to be turning on your toes, so just keep the body weight on your toes. So pony, pony, and kick, and to the right, to the left. Good. So moving on, so after you've to the right, to the left, your hands, you're going to take your left hand, press to the ground on the right side almost. Then you're going to sweep your arm to the left, keeping it straight. Then your feet, you're just going to take your left foot, cross it in front of your right, and you're just going to be moving to the right. So just taking several small steps. So that's going to look like pony, pony, kick, and right, left, sweep and move to the right. Good. Cool, so after you've moved to the right, what your hands are going to do, you're going to take your right hand, it's going to trace your leg as you bring your right leg up, and your left hand is just going to pull back your chest, kind of like earlier. So you're just going to you're going to hit, walk to the right, then trace your leg and pull back your chest, doing that at the same time. Good, so after that, your right arm is going to come wrap around your head, kind of like you're shampooing, and your left arm is just going to sweep from the right to the left, keeping your palm downwards. So it's just going to be pull, sweep, and shampoo at the same time. Good. So moving on after that, after you pull, sweep, and shampoo, you're going to be doing this thing where your arms come around. So the arms first, after you shampoo and pull, they're going to, kind of like you're tracing a giant beach ball in front of you, they're going to come around with the palms facing towards you and just circle out in front with your elbows staying near your body. So that'll be after you shampoo, pull. And your body's going to be facing the left as you do that. So after you do that with the arms, what the legs are going to be doing, so you're going to jump out as you land on your left foot, and your right foot is going to be out. You're going to then body roll up, keeping most of your pressure in your left leg with just your right toe barely touching the ground. So one more time, that's going to look like jump and then bring in your leg as you just body roll up. Good, so just doing it with the hands and the feet, that's going to look like with counts 1, 2, and 3, you jump out, bring your hands in. Good. Yeah, so one more time, just that jump, landing on your left with your right foot out, bringing in your right foot, hands come around as you body roll. Good. So let's just do it one more time from the ponies. So it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3. Bring the hands and roll up. Good, so what the hands are going to be doing, I'm just moving to make it easier to see. Your hands are going to come left on top of the right, then it's going to move up to the left, then you're going to come up with your right arm in a claw position and your left hand just straight down towards the ground. Good, so that's just going to look like hands to the left, right. Good. And so what the feet are doing as the hands are moving to the left and then coming up to the right, you're going to be taking a step, pressing on your right toe, and then when your right foot comes down, just move your left toe to the left, keeping your body weight on your left heel. And then you're just going to take a step out. So it's kind of like the start of the fiction dance, but only part of it. So one more time with the hands from here, and then you body roll. It's going to be left, then take a step, bring your hands out to the right. Good. So doing that one more time from the body roll, left, right, then you're going to come back and do a pony again. So what that looks like from the side, this pony is just the same as before, but with the opposite leg. So this time you're going to be falling back onto your right leg, and then your left leg comes up. So fall back onto your right leg, left bends up, then you're going to press up off of your right leg, and then bring up your left. So it's the same as before, but just switching the legs. Good, so what that looks like is just going to be 4 and 5, 6, it's just your ponies is what it looks like, and then you're going to do your spin. Good, so moving on to the last bit. So after you've ponied on the 5, 6, you're going to just take your right foot, put it in front of your left, and then just spin your body around. And your hands can just come down to your sides. And then we're going to start the last little bit. So we're going to do it from the first pony. So it'll be pony, pony, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and turn 8. Good. So moving on, we're going to do everything from the top. So it'll be 널 느껴, ooh, na 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 na, hit 2, 3, down 4, down 5, walk 6, 7, 8, scoop 1, 2, hips 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and pony, 6, and 7, to the right, left, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So I'm just going to be doing it one more time from the top with lyrics, in case you follow lyrics better than counts. So it's going to look like 닿을 때 널 느껴, 우, 나, 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 boom, da, 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 숨이 차오르는 red light, do, 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 하나가 된 두 그림자, 한순간 더 내게서 벗어나고 싶지 않아, 라라라라라, 가지고 더 가져도 자꾸만 더 갈증이 나, come and take me now. So moving on to the last little part. So after you've done your spin, you're going to be doing this kind of groove from side to side, and then that's just the ending before you turn around. You're going to be starting with your left heel and your right toe planted, then you're going to twist your left toe and right heel to the left, then you're going to bring your feet down flat, and then you're going to switch so that you're on your left toe and right heel, picking up your left heel and your right toe up, pushing them to the right. Then you're going to flatten your feet again, bringing them back to the middle, then switch back to the left. So bringing up your left toe, up your right heel, keeping your body forward and kind of straight, then bringing your feet to the middle again, and then bringing them back to the right. Yeah, so you're just going to be switching back and forth, and this is a common groove, so if you need to do it slowly a few times, just do that. So it'll just look like left, and then to the right, left, and right, right. So you're going to double the right on the last one. So from the side, it's going to look like your right heel is up, right toe is up, right heel, and toe, toe. And then if you look at the left side, your left foot is going to bring toe, heel, up, heel, heel. If you know the name of the groove, please tell me because I don't know the name. Good, so what the hands are going to be doing in this part, so your left hand's just going to be in your pocket, then your right hand is going to hit your left shoulder back, touching your left shoulder, then it's going to come across your chest as you hit your right shoulder back and kind of come down your body, and then it's going to come up with the palms upwards and then kind of do the come hither motion. Good. So it's going to look like, together with your hands and your feet, it'll be just hit to the left. And then when your hand comes across your chest, you're going to bring your feet down. And then when your hand comes to the right, your feet will be pressed out to the right. Then the middle. And then when your feet are to the left, your hand's going to come hither twice. And then your hands just kind of go free when you do the double with the legs. They don't do anything. So one more time, it's just going to look like hit to the left, right, come hither, right, right. Good. So the shoulders are going to be kind of rolling. So you can kind of imagine you're doing backstroke or something. You're going to roll your shoulders kind of left, right as you do this movement. So one more time all together, that's going to look like, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Good. So moving on to the last bit, there isn't really much. You just walk kind of to a new formation. He turns around and the background dancers come up, so you can just walk backwards or do whatever you want, but that's pretty much it. So we're going to be doing that one more time from the slaps. Good. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and walk, walk, turn 7, 8. I turn on the 7, 8. So we're just going to be doing everything from the top all together. So it'll be 널 느껴, 우, 나, hit 2, 3, 4, 5, 숨이 차 오르는 red light 2, 3, 4, and 5 하나 같은 주 그림자 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and kick, and right, left 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, turn 7, 8, 1, 2, come hither, right, right, 5, 6, turn 7, 8. Good, and that's all for today's video. If you liked today's video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos. 여러분 오늘 봐주셔서 감사드리고 영상을 재미있게 보셨으면 구독, 좋아요 하고 댓글 많이 남겨주세요. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.